Fáilte roimh arás. Welcome back. Follow me, Miss Gaeilge. Let's learn Irish. Level A1, topic a chathair, Rannóg a dóigh, Ríomh phost ó Shorcha, Léitheoireacht. Level A1, topic 4, section 12, an email from Sorcha, focusing on Léitheoireacht reading. Agus sa Rannóg seo, bimid ag múna agus ag fáil na frosaí agus an folklore of women le cuasaí Lóistín. And in this section we'll be learning and teaching the phrases and vocabulary having to do with accommodation. Ag an bilog Ríomh phost ó Shorcha an cuimhin leat uait don gníomhaíocht seo. You'll need a handout and email from Sorcha, do you remember, for this activity. All handouts are linked in the description box below. Ríomh phost ó Shorcha an cuimhin leat. A. An email from Sorcha an cuimhin leat. Do you remember? A. Tá na habairtí seo a leanas fáil sa Ríomh phost thíos a scríobh Sorcha, ach an bhfuil tú anán na habairtí a chríochnú sa le léann tú an Ríomh phost. The following sentences are available in the email written by Sorcha, but can you complete the sentences before you read the email? Iver hain, go raibh, agat. Iver dó, tá, mo chónaí. Iver trí, tá mé ag tí. Iver chathair, tá trí cuddalta. Iver cúig, níl an róghair. Agus inis na freagraí an cuimhin leat A. Iver hain go raibh maith agat. Iver dó, tá mé I mo chónaí. Iver trí, tá mé ag roinnt tí. Iver chathair, tá trí cheomra cuddalta ann. Iver cúig, níl an cíos róghair. Ríomh phost ó Shorcha an cuimhin leat B. Déan iarracht Gaeilge a chur na focail seo a leanas. Make an effort to put Irish on the following words. Déan ó bhéalaí. Do it orally. We have restaurant, facilities, a pub, two people, area, sharing a house, bathroom, sitting room. Bye for now. Freagraí an cuimhin leat B. Restaurant, Bíolann. Facilities, háiseanna. Pub, teachtáirne. Two people, bhaint. Area, ceantar. Sharing, ag roinnt. Bathroom, leithreas. Sitting room, seomra site or seomra sí. Bye for now. Slán go fóill. Ag an bilog Ríomh phost ó Shorcha uait don gníomhaíocht seo a leanas, you will need the handout and email from Sorcha for the following activity. Ríomh phost ó Shorcha, an email from Sorcha. Lé an Ríomh phost seo a leanas agus líon na barnaí. So read the following email and fill in the blanks. Buin úsáid as an folklore sa circle atá ag bon an leithinig. Use the vocabulary at the bottom of the page. Stad an fi seán fad is atá seo dhéanamh agat. Pause the video while you're doing it. Agus na freagraí de Ríomh phost ó Shorcha. Iver hain, ma. Iver dó, árasán. Iver trí, baile. Iver chathair, háiseanna. Iver cúig, farige. Iver sé, idálach. Iver se, cheach. Iver a hocht, beirt. Iver a lí, curcaig. Iver de, bia. Iver a héandeag ciúin agus iver dóéag cias. Inis léigh mé amach an riamh-phost go maith agus an sin léigh mé níos tapúla é. I will read the email out slowly and then I will reread it a little faster the second time. Riamh-phost ó Sorcha. A Lóistín a chara. Go raibh maith agat as do riamh-phost. Tá súil agam go bhfuil tú go maith. Tá mé féin an ghnothach faoi láthair. Mar atá is agat, tá árasán nua agam agus tá mé I mo chónaí I gceantar nua. Is baile beag é ach tá áiseanna maithe ann. Tá sé cosmhairge agus is brá liom an airge. Tá bíolann heas idálach ann agus dhá cheacht tharna agus pictiúirlann bheag. Tá mé ag roinnt tí le beirt eile, Ben agus Síle. Is as Corcaigh Ben agus is as Gaeilge Síle. Tá an tárasán an deas. Tá trí seomra cuddalta ann, Cistinn, seomra fáilte agus seomra sí. Níl seomra bia ann ach is cuma. Tá sé ciúin agus gláán agus réitín go maith le Ben agus le Síle. Fosta níl an cias róghair, tá an tá orm. Tá súil agam go dteochaigh tú ar cuairt, chuirfeadh mé gléach ort gan bhfuil. Slán go fáil, Sorcha. Riamh-phost ó Sorcha na freagraí. A Lóistín a chara. Go raibh maith agat as do riamh-phost. Tá súil agam go bhfuil tú go maith. Tá mé féin an ghnothach faoi láthair. Mar atá is agat, tá árasán nua agam agus tá mé I mo chónaí I gceantar nua. Is baile beag é ach tá áiseanna maithe ann. Tá sé cosmhairge agus is brá liom an airge. Tá bíolann heas idálach ann agus dhá cheacht tharna agus pictiúirlann bheag. Tá mé ag roinnt tí le beirt eile, Ben agus Síle. Is as Corcaigh Ben agus is as Gaeilge Síle. Tá an árasán an deas. Tá trí seomra cuddalta ann, Cistinn, seomra fáilte agus seomra sí. Níl seomra bia ann ach is cuma. Tá sé ciúin agus gláán agus réitín go maith le Ben agus le Síle. Fosta níl an cias róghair ach tá an tá orm. Tá súil agam go dteochaigh tú ar cuairt, chuirfeadh mé gléach ort gan bhfuil. Slán go fáil, Sorcha. Inis, déan fleachta an riamh-phost a léamh amach os ard dit féin. Now practice reading the email out loud yourself. Ag an bilóg, folklór an tleachta uait an gníomhaíocht seo. You will need the handout passage vocabulary for this activity. Folklór an tleachta idir a hain. Passage vocabulary part 1. Sa riamh-phost, there Sorcha go bhfuil si an ghnothach faoi láthair. She's very busy at present. So in the email, Sorcha says that she's very busy at present. Déan iarracht Gaeilge her and the frosty sha alanas. Try to translate the following phrases into Irish. Smuoinigh siar ar an bátrún a bhí agat don na focail there agus there. So think back to the pattern you had for the words expensive and inexpensive. So a little bit of review. Róghair, too expensive. On there, very expensive. There galore, expensive enough. There galore, expensive. Sair, inexpensive or cheap. Sair galore, cheap enough. On sair, very inexpensive or very cheap. And róghair, too cheap, too inexpensive. Now you'll also find different pronunciation for the words there and sair. That's the Munster pronunciation. In Connacht, they'll pronounce it ghair, róghair, on there, there galore, there, sear galore, on sear, agus row here. So pick whichever one you want to use and go with that. Agus beagán gramadach, a little grammar here. Na ré mirina on agus row, the prefixes on and row. So on is very and row is too much of a thing. So sé vítar na chonson, seachas dt agus s taréis on. So consonants are aspirated except for dts after on. Bíonn fleiscín i gcónaí tar éis on. There's always a hyphen used after on. Sé vítar conson a leanan row, so you aspirate or add an h to consonants that follow row. Bíonn fleiscín idir row agus gota i gcónaí. Ní bhíonn fleiscín idir row agus conson de gná. So there's always a hyphen between row and a vowel. There isn't usually a hyphen between row and a consonant. Agus cúpla samplaí on folklore an tleachta and a couple of examples from the passage vocabulary. So I'm very busy, I'm too busy, I'm busy, and I'm busy enough. So I'm very busy, táim an ghnothach. Táim an ghnothach. I'm too busy. Táim róghnothach. Táim róghnothach. I'm busy. Táim gnothach. Táim gnothach. I'm busy enough. Táim gnothach go leor. Táim gnothach go leor. And you'll notice here on, fleiscín, and a séú. Row, no fleiscín. Sanish, it's small. Tá sé beag. It's very small. Tá sé an bheag. It's too small. Tá sé ro bheag. It's small enough. Tá sé beag go leor. And again, a fleiscín with on, no fleiscín with ro. Folklore an tleachta iver dó, passage vocabulary part 2. Is anam Gaeilge é Sorcha. So Sorcha is an Irish name, often used for Sally. An féidir leat smuoine ver éon anamnacha Gaeilge eile a thosaíonn le S. Can you think of any other Irish names that start with S? Scríobh cúpla anam síos sa bhosca híos. Agus scríobh S leathan nó S chéil in aice leis an anam san áid chuí. So write a couple of names in the box below and write slender or broad S beside them in the correct place. And pause the video while you complete that activity and then come back for a list of some Irish names. So boys' names we have Sean, Seamus, Shorcha, Joseph, Shadna, Stefan, Shannon. And girls' name we have Sive, Saoirse, Shorcha, Siobhan, Sheila, Shifra, and Sinead. Obviously this is not a complete list, but there you have some of the more common Irish names for boys and girls. Folklore an tleachta iver a trí. Passage vocabulary part 3. Féach an dá abart se a leanas. Look at the two following sentences. Tá me ag roinnt árasáin. I'm sharing an apartment. Tá an tárasán mór. The apartment is big. Is fochel firinchkanach é árasáin. So árasáin is a masculine word. We can tell that because after the article it takes a T hyphen on tárasán. Ahraíonn sé sa tisil ginneadach. Leanan an tisil ginneadach an frása ag roinnt. So it changes in the genitive case. And on frása ag roinnt, sharing, is on tanam bríochara, the verbal noun, and we always follow the verbal noun in Irish with the tisil ginadach, or the genitive case. Buint úsáid as an tisil ginadach in áitin eile sa Gaeilge, ach fálam neoig tú fuhu níos déanaí sa Sorcha. So we use the tisil ginadach, or the genitive case, in many other cases in Irish, and you'll learn more about those later on in these courses. Is focal fearnscinach árasán agus tosíonn sé le gota agus de bhór chuirtar tí rive, or T fleshkeen rive. So árasán is a masculine word and it starts with a consonant, and because of that we put T hyphen before it when it follows the article on. Tá focal áras díreach cosú le árasán. So the focal áras, or mention, is just like árasán. Scríomh an focal áras I gceart na samplaí híos. So write the word áras correctly in the following examples. So ag roinnt áras. So look at the example for ag roinnt árasán. On áras, again, look at the example for an tárasán. And you should have ag roinnt áras an táras. And so we slenderize áras to áras, and on táras we put T before it, T hyphen before it. Chuirtar T fleshkeen rive. Agus inis, scríomh na focal árán agus árán I gceart na samplaí híos. Write the words árán, a song, and árán, bread, in the following examples. So pause the video while you're doing it. We have ag roinnt árán, on árán, ag roinnt and árán, and on árán. So pause the video while you make a note of what these would be, and then come back and check. So we have ag roinnt árán, sharing a song, an tárán, the song, ag roinnt árán, sharing some bread, an tarán, some bread. And notice the pronunciation in ag roinnt árán, the N is slenderized, árán versus árán, and ag roinnt árán, árán versus árán. Agus beagání faoin tisil ginadach, and a little bit about the tisil genitive, or the genitive case. Bíonn anamachal sa tisil ginadach nuair a hagann focal áirithe díreach rive nó ribh an talt a bhíonn in éineacht leis. So a noun is put into the genitive case when certain words come in immediately before it or before the accompanying article. And we'll have a look at a few examples here. Agus beagání now le faoin tisil ginadach, a little more about the tisil ginadach and just a general explanation of it, and then we'll just leave it so. So the genitive case is the grammatical case that marks a word, usually a noun, as modifying another word, also usually a noun, which indicates an attributive relationship of one noun to another noun. In Irish, it often indicates possession and is often followed used after the verbal noun in Irish. So the times when we will use the tisil ginadach in Irish are when a word is preceded by anamachal eile, another noun which qualifies it, réamhachal chomhthéacha, a prepositional pronoun, osceann, réamhachal áirithe, certain pronouns, anamnacha bríochara, the verbal noun, and we had that example, ag roinnt, sharing, focal a chur an cáineamh dhéanráilta in úl, so words that give general quantity, that relate to general quantity. Agus ná bí bortha faoi, don't be worried about it right now. Just learn the examples as we go. And if you're ever in doubt or you need to look up a word and put it in the tisil ginadach, buin úsáid as teanglann.ie. Make use of the website teanglann.ie, And we have an example here. We've put in the word áras and Folklore Gaeilge Béarla. When you've clicked on the Irish English tab, we have áras, and it tells us habitation. And then if we break down the meaning of all of these letters here, it'll tell us, for example, clán is buininish, F for feminine, it's buininchganach, it's feminine. The genitive singular, ginadach uha, genitive singular, is cluna. The nominative plural, the animnach alra, so the plural of it is clona. And the genitive alra is the same, clona. And then if we go to the next tab, if we look on the áras tab, if we go across to gramadach, it'll lay it out exactly for you. So áras, focal animacal, it's a noun, it's ferinchganach, on cead, the cléine, it's in the first declension, and we have the singular on páras, the tishel genedach on áris, the all iver alra, the plural, na háris, and the tishel genedach na náris. So make good use of teanglann.ie. It's a great resource. Agus sin é Rannóg Ríomh phost ó Sorcha, and that's it for section 12, an email from Sorcha, la múna na frosí agus an folklore of bhaineann le cuasaí Lóistín, learning and teaching about phrases and vocabulary having to do with accommodation. Tásúlagam go bhain sibh tanavas. I'm sure hope you enjoyed it. Lecture notes and worksheets to accompany the course are available, along with audio files and links to Quizlet flashcards and study tools. Original files for the handouts are available to download at Theastas Eorpach na Gaeilge, or edited versions are on my website, simplyjacinta.com, and the link is in the description box below. Míle buíochas the Theastas Eorpach na Gaeilge as cead úsáid a bhaint na háiseanna closamhairc atá le fáil ar a suíomh. So many thanks to Theastas Eorpach na Gaeilge for the permission to use the wonderful resources on their website. Tásúlagam gur bhain sibh tanavas. I hope you enjoyed it and found the video useful. If you did, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and share the video to others who may be interested in learning Irish.